Namaste to one and all. I am Madhuri at Science at Your Tips. So today we have a topic here, how to give the name for organic compounds, nomenclature of organic compounds. So here to give the name for this organic compounds, if you follow strictly, means here we are going to write IUPAC names, International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. According to that we are going to give the names, not the common system. Common system means based on the origin, means from which they are produced, or based on their smell, based on their nature, we are going to give the names. So there we are not following any correct rules and regulations. But here in this IUPAC system we have to follow some rules and regulations, then we can give the names exactly. Means if I give the name, if you give the name, it will be similar. If you want to give the common names, no, whatever the common name I am giving, that may be different from your name. So IUPAC names we are following here strictly rules and regulations. According to that we write, it will be exactly correct. So for that here we have a system called as a 11 number rule system. 11 number rule system. So here totally 11 names will be there, 11 numbers are there here. According to this, if you give the name, it will be exactly correct. So in that mainly what we have to learn, here the fifth one is a main thing. Fifth one is a main thing, that is called as root word. So what is this root word called as? Based on the number of carbons present in the organic compound, we are going to give a root word. If only one carbon is there, we write the root word called as meth. If two carbons are there, eth. 3 carbons are there, prop. 4 carbons are there, but. 5 carbons are there, pent. So like this we are going to give the root word based on the number of carbons. Based on the number of carbons we are going to give a root word. Right. Now for this root word, if it is having any double bond or triple bond, we are going to mention it here in this rule number 8. Here we have primary suffix. After that root word we are going to write this. So that is why we are going to give that name as primary suffix. So here for this primary suffix, if it is not having any double bond or triple bond, we write here the suffix as "ane", right? And if it is having any double bond, means if it is a single bond, "ane". If it is having any double bond, we'll write double bond means "in", and triple bond means we are going to write here the primary suffix as "ine", right? If it is having this double bond, particularly on the second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon, like that, then we are going to give the number prefix. On which carbon that particular double bond is there, or on which carbon the particular triple bond is present. Number of the carbon on which that bond is there, we are going to mention with the number prefix. Same like that, if that particular compound is having more than one double bond, more than one triple bond, we'll write di, tri, tetra. All these words we are going to mention here under numerical prefix. Number prefix we are going to write to mention on which particular carbon that double bond or triple bond is present, and numerical prefix we are going to write if it is containing more than one double bond or more than one triple bond. If it is having two double bonds, di. If it is containing three double bonds, tri. If it contains two triple bonds, di-ine. Like that we are going to write for numerical prefix. Right. Now, along with the double bond and triple bond, if it is containing any functional group like alcohol, acids are there, COOH group is there, OH group is there, means if any halogen group means we are going to write as a prefix only every time. If other than this, means other than the halogen, if any other functional group is there, aldehyde, ketone, acids, alcohols, like these groups are there, we are going to write under secondary suffix. If alcohol group is there, ol. If COOH group is there, acid group is there, oic acid. If acid chlorides are there, oil chloride. If ketone group is there, one. Aldehyde group is there, all. Like that we are going to write under secondary suffix based on functional group. Based on the functional group. What functional group is there? Based on that we are going to write under the secondary suffix. If these functional groups are more than one, we are going to mention under numerical prefix. Diol, triol, trioic acid, right? So like that we are going to mention under this numerical prefix. On which carbon that functional group is present. If you want to write, we have to write here number prefix. If the alcohol group is there present on the second carbon, 2-ol will write, right? So that we are going to mention here for this functional group. On which carbon the particular functional group is there, we are going to write under the number prefix. If more than one functional group is there, means that particular functional group only more than one time it is repeated, then we are going to write under the numerical prefix. Then coming to this prefix side. Now up to now we have discussed only about root word suffixes. For the two suffixes we have seen the number prefix and also numerical prefix, right? Now here have prefix. So under this, if you see primary prefix we have here, this primary prefix we will write if it is present in the form of a cyclic compound. If only one cycle is there, cyclo. If two cyclic compounds are there like that, then we'll write bicyclo. If three are there, tetracyclo. If it is present in the form of a spiro compound, spiro. These all will write only when it is present in the form of a ring compound. Ring-like compound is there, then only we'll write here that primary prefix. Otherwise, no need to write this primary prefix. Same like that, if functional groups, more than one type functional groups are there, one will be given more priority, that will be written as a secondary suffix. Another one will be given less priority, that will be written as a secondary prefix. Secondary prefix we are going to write the functional group for which priority is given less. Like here we have COOH group and also OH group. OH will be given less priority than COOH. So OH will be written as hydroxy and COOH will be written as a oic acid, right? So like that, whichever is having less priority, that will be written. And you have to remember that every time halogen will be written as a prefix only. Halo we are going to write as a prefix, right? So that will be written every time as a secondary prefix. If only one, means only halogen group is there, halogen functional group is there, then also we'll write it as a under prefix only. We are not going to write under the suffix, right? So this is the 11 number rule system here. Now here we'll see some of the examples to follow this 11 number rule system. Just you can make a note of these all 11 numbers: number prefix, numerical prefix, secondary prefix, primary prefix, root word, then number prefix, numerical prefix, primary suffix, number prefix, numerical prefix, secondary suffix. So after completing these 11 number rule system, we have noted down. I'll continue with the examples. So we'll start with the simple compounds. After that we'll go for the large compounds. Now here I have some compound CH4. How to give the name? Whenever you want to give the name for any organic compound, first thing you have to do is count how many number of carbons are present. Then only you can write the root word. After that you see the remaining functional groups, double bond, triple bond, everything you have to see. Now here in this organic compound CH4, only one carbon is there. So what we have to write? Root word methane. And here we have only one carbon, means carbon to carbon. If two carbons are there, three carbons are there, then we have to check whether it is a double bond or triple bond, because here only carbon and hydrogens are there. Hydrogen can form only single bonds with carbon. So no need to check anything here. Simply we will write the primary suffix. So what is that here? Ane. Ane. Right. Now here we have some other compound CH3OH. How to write the name of this? Only one carbon is there here also. Then we'll write the root word meth. Just split that words. Then join that words and write. It will be easy for you to write. Instead of by hearting the compounds formulae and also names, if you split that words, then you write according to the 11 number rule system. It will be very easy to write the names. So meth, then carbon to hydrogens only, everywhere single bonds only are possible. So ane. Don't write this E. Instead of this E, you have to write the secondary suffix. So what is that secondary suffix? Check the functional group, what is there? OH is there here. So write here OL, methanol. The name becomes methanol. Right. Now Here we have some other compound CH3Cl. CH3Cl. Only one carbon is there, meth. Only one carbon is there, meth. Then carbon to hydrogen only, single bonds only are there, A. And shall we write E at the ending, or we have to write something else there? Here, as we have seen already that it is halogen group. Every time halogens are written as a prefix only, not as a suffix. So what we write here? This is a halogen and that too it is chloro. So chloromethane. Chloromethane. So no need to write the capital letter in the middle. Only capital letter at the starting only. So we'll write here chloromethane in this form. Right? Chloromethane. Right. Now here we'll go for some other compound CH3COOH. How to give the name, IUPAC name for this? First of all, let us count the number of carbons. 2 carbons are there here. As 2 carbons are there here, it. And carbon to carbon, single bonds only. Because here in this CH3COOH, if you see, carbon surrounding, first CH3 is there, carbon surrounding 3 hydrogens are there. Then here carbon. Then after that, carbon to oxygen double bond. And here oxygen hydrogen. This structure, if you observe, it will be there like this. So carbon to oxygen double bond, carbon to hydrogens again single bonds only are there, carbon to carbon single bonds. So firstly we have to check that carbon to carbon which type of bonds are there to write the primary suffix. So that is why what we will do here, we will write it as AN only. Then COOH is the functional group here, oic acid we have to write. So secondary suffix we have to write here as oic acid. Ethanoic acid is the name for this compound. Common name is acetic acid and IUPAC name is ethanoic acid. Right? So CH3COOH means nothing but ethanoic acid. Now we'll go for some other compound. Now here we have some compound like CH3CHO. First of all, count the number of carbons here, eth. Right? Carbon to carbon anyway single bond only, AN. And CHO, aldehyde group is there, Al. Just to see the structure first. If you want to learn carbon to carbon, whether it is a double bond or triple bond or single bond only, just to see the structure. CH3 means surrounding anyway, all 3 hydrogens single bonds only. So if you want to write, you can write the structure and check. And carbon can form only 4 bonds, no, altogether it can form only 4 bonds. Carbon to oxygen double bond, again carbon to hydrogen single bond. So like that if you check carbon to carbon again single bond only, that is why we have written here as Al. ETH is for the root word, An is for the primary suffix, then Al, aldehyde it is there, that is why Al is the secondary suffix. Right? Like that if you take CH3COCH3. If you want to write the name of this compound, how we have to write? First to see the number of carbons. How many carbons are there? 3 carbons are there. So write the root word here, prop. Carbon to carbon, single bonds. So write AN. And here it is a keto group. That is why what you write? ONE. Propanone is the name for this particular compound. Right? So like this we can write. First of all we have to see the number of carbons, how many are there. Then after that write the number of double bond or triple bond is present, that you have to check and write. Then after that write the functional group. Right? So like that here we'll go to some other compound. Here we have a compound called as HCOOH. How to write the name of this compound? Not the common names. We are not discussing about the common names. We are discussing about the IUPAC names. So in this, how to write this name of this compound? HCOOH. So what we have to do here? First of all, only one carbon is there. Meth. Only carbon is there. Carbon to carbon double bond or triple bond, we have to write as a primary suffix. We don't have another carbon. Only one carbon is there. So simply you write AN. Then after that you see COOH group is there. That is why oic acid. Oic acid. So what is the name here? Methanoic acid. Methanoic acid. Like that. Here you see HCHO. It is an aldehyde. Only one carbon is there. So write just simply meth, AN, methanol. Methanol. Right? So like this you can write for the simple compounds. Just count the number of carbons first of all. Now Here we'll go for some other compound where we have many different types of the functional groups are there. How to write the name of that compound? Now here we have CH3, CH, here OH is there, here COOH is there. Now what we have to do? How to write the name of this compound? Here totally number of carbons are 3. So write first pro, right? Then after that you see carbon to carbon everywhere single bonds. And two functional groups are there, alcohol and also acid. Alcohol and also acid. So what we have to do? For acid we have to give more priority. That is why it should be written as a secondary suffix. So write oic acid. Then OH should be written as a substituent present on this compound. It is a substituent present on propanoic acid. Like that we have to identify and make this as a small letter. Only first letter should be capital. If you want to write all letters capital, otherwise only first letter capital, remaining all small letters. So this OH is present on carbon. Which carbon it is? Count from here. 1, 2. Second carbon. So that is why you write 2-hydroxy. Before we have written OL. Before we have written OL. OL for alcohol. When it is identified as a secondary suffix. But here we are writing under secondary prefix. So before the root word, if you write it as hydroxy. After the root word, if you want to write it as ol, right? So 2-hydroxypropanoic acid, 2 becomes a number prefix. On which carbon it is present, we are writing here number prefix. Then root word here. Before that secondary prefix, and after that secondary suffix. So like that we can write the name of this compound, 2-hydroxypropanoic acid. If a double bond is there, what to do? If a double bond is there, a triple bond is there, what we have to do? Here you just see 4 carbon compound is there. Now here we have a compound like this. What we have to do? What is the name we are going to write? 4 carbons are there, write but. But, only but you have to write. Next, after that, here you see, wait. There are 2 compounds, 2 hydrogens here, a double bond. So in this compound, how we have to write? First of all, root word but. Then after that, from here we have to count, because we have to give the less number for the carbon on which double bond, triple bond or functional group is there. That is according to least number rule system. From this side if you count, it becomes third carbon. From this side if you count, this becomes the first carbon. So first carbon we are going to take. So but on first carbon only double bond is there, so no need to mention. If you mention also no problem. Actually no need to mention if it is present on the first carbon. So what we have to write here? Just write ene, butene. That's it. 4 carbons are there, root word. Then double bond is present here. That is why butene. Right? If it is present, means the double bond is present on the second carbon, what we have to do? CH3, CH, double bond CH, CH3. Now what we have to do here? But, 2, ene. 2 is the number prefix and ene, primary suffix, then but, root word. But, 2-ene or 2-butene. Simply 2-butene. Actually, according to a UPSC system, 11 number rule system, we have to write but 2-ene. 2-butene also is correct only. No problem in that. If you write like that also, no problem. Like this, you can write. With simple compounds we have started. In the next video, we'll go for some complex compounds, some larger compounds. So try to practice these all. Then after that, in the next session, we are going to continue with the complex compounds. Thank you everyone watching my video, and like, comment and share my videos. Thank you everyone.